What's up, all my truth seekers out there?
Yes.
Hi, people.
Welcome back to another episode of Truth Talks. I am your host, Krayzie Bone.
I'm the California bum, Keith G.
And I'm Elisa, the designer.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Our special co-host today. You know what I'm saying? So,
Thanks for having me, you guys.
Yes, indeed. Thank y'all for joining us for another episode. You know, today this episode, you know, we're in a very somber mode.
Yeah.
You know, because of the death of one of our comrades.
True soldier.
A brother.
Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, G.
It's just crazy, you know what I'm saying? The whole vibe, you know what I'm saying, it's been real crazy. You can feel it, you know what I'm saying? You can feel it in the streets.
Yes,
really though.
Definitely.
Not only out here, you know what I'm saying, but I seen it in New York.
Yeah.
In the Midwest, you know what I'm saying?
It's everywhere.
That dude touched a lot of people, and you know, it's just, bro, it's a shame. How everything transpired.
It really is a different kind of feeling. A lot of people throw around the word Tupac and this and that, but this really does remind of the time when we lost Tupac. You know, the things that this man did, and we'll get into some of the beautiful things that this man has done throughout, you know what I'm saying, his career and life. You know what I'm saying, as we go on throughout this hour of Truth Talk.
Yeah, man. You know, it's just I was just sitting back thinking, because we was talking about this not too long ago.
Yeah.
On one of our other shows about how because what Nipsey Hussle was doing, every real nigga from the hood that done got into the game has tried to do that exact same thing. We tried to do that exact same thing. You want to be in the hood because you want to see like the stuff you give back to the hood. You want to see the people enjoying it, bro. Yeah. But like, I'm like telling people, like, if he would have lived longer, he would have learned that you can't do it like that. And it's real fucked up that like we can't once we make it, we really can't go back amongst our people. Because you know what I'm saying, you could do a lot of things for them. You could do stuff and you can give back to the hood, but
you think doing it from afar is a better idea?
I mean,
like, just don't do it in the hood where you're from?
I mean, because you can't, I mean,
because of the haters, because it's real.
It almost,
because you're going to either end up doing what happened to Nipsey to somebody else.
Right.
And then you end up getting in trouble, or, you know what I'm saying, going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, it's like, why? Like, it's just crazy. It's just real messed up that's how it is for us.
No, I understand that line. I understand that line that you're saying about that, because it's a thing that if you live there, you damned. If you don't live there, you damned too. If you move far away from the hood, you know what I'm saying, and don't contribute or whatever it is, or show your face, they like, oh, he done went this way and that way. But sometimes when you do stay, you know, you kind of open yourself to a lot of things that can come, you know what I'm saying, your way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
from your past?
Or even, it wouldn't, not necessarily from a past. It's always, sometimes it seems like in life, what we was talking about on the way in the car, going to a club, say me, you and him just go to a club tonight and we got a lot of money, we throwing it around and shining real good. Somebody gonna say, fuck them, just because. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just because we're doing.
And even if you not, you know, this is a tragic situation because it was somebody that he obviously knew. And it's also tragic because, like, you could, like, it could be somebody on your team. You could give a person $1,000 every time they ask, but the first time you say no, they get upset.
That's real, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So and that could turn into, oh,
he ain't did this for me. You know
what I'm saying? So it's like, it ain't no stopping it. Like, it's almost like to where, like, I be saying, like, you gotta watch out for, you can give to the hood, you can give to those people in need in the hood, but you have to keep your circles extra small.
Yeah.
And I believe he was doing that because, like, just me knowing him and watching him and seeing what he was doing, you know, he even said it in his music, you know what I'm saying? He was rebuilding, you know what I'm saying, cleansing his circle and all that stuff.
Please,
you know what I'm saying?
man.
So
clearly he had a lot of plans to rebuild the neighborhood.
Yeah, man.
He bought that. He was going to build up on top of where his strip mall was. He bought that whole area.
Yep.
Yeah.
I kind of think it runs a lot deeper, too, than what's just on the surface. You know he was coming out with that documentary about Dr. Sebi.
You know what? And that's another thing I want to talk about because I don't feel like this had nothing to do with that.
You do?
No. Because for one, you know what I'm saying, and that's one thing I want to say to people, you know what I'm saying, like, because a lot of people jump right on this like conspiracy theory stuff, and I'm like, you know, like this was, you can tell like the nature of this whole thing that it was very personal. You know what I'm saying? And then honestly, the government, they don't give a damn about what black people know about them. If that was the case, we'd all be dead because we know they've been crooked as hell.
Yeah,
we know all the dirt they do.
They pretty blatant right now.
So like, just like they can go on TV and kill a nigga today and do the same thing tomorrow and get away with it. You know what I'm saying? So they not really tripping on like what we know, because it's like I don't think it was no conspiracy like that.
But you know
what it is everybody just don't want to say it. Our people just don't want to say it. It was just some nigga shit.
Yeah, that was some hating, some hating nigga shit. And
it was black on black crime.
To even piggyback on what you talking about with that, it was
it's embarrassing.
It was some hating nigga shit. And what it is, I think things like this kind of deter people from being in their communities, you know what I'm saying, and because he was a fixture and he inspired people, and I thank him for what he did, because for what God blessed him to do, because even after his passing, you know what I'm saying, and the death and the way that it went and all that kind of thing, but the glow that he left and the fragrance that he left here, you know what I'm saying, it's inspiring more. Whatever evil intent thought that they was doing, killing him, it just magnified him even more. So there's going to be more people, you know, because that spirit you can't kill that was inside this man, because you don't want to give and have compassion to your brother. That's a spirit of God. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This inside that, and you can't kill that. You can kill the body, but you know what I'm saying, this dude glows even more, and he's going to last more than the music or any building that he ever could have built, because now people are more aware of the things that he did, even besides music. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that is absolutely true. But I must say, had he been alive, it would have been so much more.
Oh yeah, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? But things like this happen, it make people, I think things like this happen to make people want to be scared to approach their people and things like that. You know, this wasn't, he was fine in the hood. That's why he walked around the way he did, you know what I'm saying, and drove around the way he did. That's why I say I don't blame the neighborhood for this. I blame one hating ass nigga that didn't have his shit together, that looked at this man in the wrong, jealous, envious ass way. You know what I'm saying? And that these kind of things happen like that. You know, so
he's been arrested?
Yes, he's
been
arrested. And
he contacted the mental state hospital or something?
Yeah.
You think he's going to try to make this seem like it's an insanity kind of thing?
Man, you know, with our judicial system, you know, yes, he will.
If he does, you don't think then that's kind of conspiracy-ish, like MK Ultra? Like mind control? Did this guy really? Well, I hate to sound like the conspiracy theorist, but I'm just like,
we need that.
This is crazy. This is so sad. I can literally break down right now. I was crying all weekend.
But the thing is, you know, if you think about stuff like that, you know, they're putting out cures for AIDS now. So it really ain't no big secret. Like, they letting the cat out the bag. So it really ain't no big secret for them to like want to have to kill dude, like, to do that. Because like, just think about it all the early. Like, if that's the case, how come they never came? How come they never tried to kill Public Enemy? And when they came out, they was talking about some shit like they wanted to silence them so bad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, because the documentary, Dr. Sebi, my family follows his practice, and he was curing AIDS, and the government killed him.
How do we know that, though?
I don't know. It's in his documentary. Hopefully, it'll get finished, and we can figure that out.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a lot of, like, when I hear conspiracy theories, I know that they do conspire to do some things. Yeah. But it's like everything is like we always jump to everything. Like, it's like we overlook the facts. We overlook the reality of how that certain person you know what I'm saying, was living their lives.
Right.
And stuff like that. You know, we miscount all those facts because those kind of things can happen to you when you're just like Nipsey. Nipsey let everybody know that he was affiliated with the gang life. Everybody know that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and again, the way it was done, it was very personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This dude was a known rapper too. Probably been amongst him mad. His so-called homie ain't putting him on.
Yep.
And then from what I heard, you know, they exchanged words and Nipsey called him a snitch. That right there will make a dude like him snap and be like, nigga, who you talking to?
Oh. A straight hater's mentality.
And when the jealousy has already been built up in you, like, bro, dude ain't just now got jealous and wanted to do this. He been sitting back like, nigga, fuck this nigga.
Yeah, he been watching for a long time, him driving them beautiful cars, doing beautiful things in his community, glowing not just in America, but outside of America.
Like, that's supposed to be me.
Yeah, instead of just now, and this is, I won't even break for dudes who even listening, or women right now who have a jealous, envious look at your friend who coming up. Don't look at their grass and see what's going on. Stop peeping over their fence. You know what I'm saying? Look at your own thing that you're doing. Practice your craft. Study what you doing. Ask your friend for some help. I got a partner that's shining much harder than me. He's sitting right next to me right now. You know what I'm saying? I've been rolling with this cat since 99. I don't have a jealous look at this man. I don't want what he have. What God bless him with, I know I can achieve because we right here together. You know what I'm saying? Does he share with me? Hell yeah. Because somebody shares with him. You know what I'm saying? So this is how this thing go. All you got to do is ask your partner. Be humble enough to be like, hey man, let me get this real quick till I can do that. Truth. And if he don't got it, okay, that's cool. Don't, like he said earlier, you ain't got to be like, the one time they tell you no out of the 16 times they said yes, now you want to be upset and go spoil their name in the neighborhood. They didn't do this. These niggas don't. Yeah. Man, get your own little shit. That's
pretty much how it go.
Get your own little shit. Dude should have walked up to Nipsey, shook his hand for even being like, dude, I'm glad to look up to you because you a dude that let me know I can do it too. Instead of looking at this dude and want to take something from him, man. That's that hater's mentality. It's the same kind of thing. That's that spirit that Cain had that he did to his brother Abel.
Preach.
It's two people on this earth. You know what I'm saying? It's four, really. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't about no color. It ain't about this and that kind of situation. It's that evil spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's that spirit of Satan that comes down like this. You know what I'm saying? So that's that same spirit that got in that man that wanted this man to eliminate that man. But you can't kill him because we still talking about the beautiful things he did to this day, bro.
That's real talk. So yeah, man, you know, it's a wonderful memory that he left, you know. But like I said, man, we wish he was still here because he could have. What the mission he was on, he didn't even start. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even start. He was just now revving it up.
Yeah, man. So classy. First time I seen him, Cray, was on the set of y'all movie, I Tried, man.
Yeah.
The way that he rolled, the way his crew rolled, the way he came in as a presence, looking like, and I didn't know who he was the first time I seen him, you know what I'm saying? But he just came through like a boss.
It was
you know
his energy.
Yeah, he had that kind of poise, like, I'm somebody. And I was like, damn, that nigga right. Not just because he was tall, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, the way he carry himself.
Yeah.
And he was cool and humble, too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the shows, his whole crew will hold him down before he go do his thing. You know what I'm saying? It just, the way that this dude rolled and maneuvered, man, I hope a lot of people can mimic this thing. The entrepreneurship, the class that he had. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Man, cut it out. Being a family man, please.
Oh, so disheartening. I guess it's just you don't want to look at it like, you know, this is some nigga shit. And man, you know, it just breaks my heart.
But see, that's the main problem. Until we start looking at that, like where was Black Lives Matter?
George Soros, Black Lives Matter.
Talk to us, Cray.
I ain't heard them say nothing.
Because that's some bullshit right there. The whole Black Lives Matter.
As soon as the police kill somebody, they want to jump all over somebody. Or as soon as a white person do something. But what about when our own people do something? What the fuck y'all be at?
Yeah.
Like real talk. We talk about this all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like until we start addressing this stuff, and dealing with it ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Of course, everybody's going to treat us like shit if we treating ourselves like shit.
Right.
Just like I said, if I got a nice ass car and niggas riding with me and they see me putting ashes out on the floor, where they gonna put their ashes at?
Right.
On the floor.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Shit. Okay, shit. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So like, bro, we gotta start taking care of ours, and that's something like people like, you know what I'm saying? For some reason, we can't do.
Man.
We won't go. We'll talk about hell no, I ain't gonna buy Jay-Z's liquor, but you buying Hennessy all day long.
Dog.
All
Talk
day
to us,
long.
Man.
It's the same shit, nigga. This shit get you drunk.
I'm saying, but
that's all I drink it for.
You know
I
what?
don't drink none of that liquor for the taste. I drink it to get drunk.
You even right about that because we used to be, and not even to go way off the subject, but we used to be screaming for our own black clothing line. You know what I'm saying? In the 90s, we had a multiple black clothing line from Fat Farm to Nietzsche to Pure Player to Fubu and everything. From the 90s to 2000 and at least 6. Now, if you wear any of those black clothing line peoples, you are outcast somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
It's tough.
Gucci and all that.
I'm about to get on our race tonight.
Yeah, Gucci and them just still sells. All that other shit still sells. But we shunned our own shit. We can't wear nothing from the 90s and be proud.
Bruh, but you know,
we banned that,
and you know, like, and then like we won't support none of our own kind, but then we'll go spend all this money on Gucci, and they turn around and call us niggas
in your face,
call us niggas, and make little like the little
black
Sambo pictures.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like real talk. You know what I'm saying? It's a shame we spend all that money on high-end designer clothes, but we don't have a high-end designer brand ourselves that we can put the money into.
Talk to us, G. Not one.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
We do got one. Niggas. What's that one we do got?
As a designer myself.
We
got one. We have one. Only. A pair of Jordans. That's the only high-end thing.
That's the only high-end shit.
Which looks like shit, honestly. I've seen like the construction as a designer.
Well, shit, some of them early ones.
Paying attention to detail. I'm like, what's the problem here? Why is all this glue? It's just not even worth the money. Honestly, like just the manufacturers, they just throw that shit together.
I argue with you about that.
Yeah, some of the Jordans is the shit. But I mean, I understand what you're saying about that.
I was just at the Nike store in Universal and very disappointed by the construction.
No, some of them, you know, like a lot of the like some of the shoes that I be seeing today, you know, I wouldn't, you know, I really wouldn't put on, but it's a lot of them that I like.
But even at that, that's all we have.
But we just saying, you know what I'm saying? Jordan is like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's the most high-end thing we buy.
We don't have a pair of jeans.
After that, we'll go spend money on, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody else's jeans.
Coach, Prada, sunglasses. Jacket. We don't even have none of that.
But the question is, what are you guys investing in, niggas with money? Where is your money really going?
That's real.
Where is it going?
Yeah.
Back to property? Like real estate?
No.
Where is it?
But if you look at it, it's going right back on them.
Yeah.
With all the jewelry
which is so crazy.
Yeah.
Because they said we spend like $300 and something trillion a year.
We're on hair and jewelry and cars, just shit that materialistic stuff. What about your soul, people?
If they was to take all that money and act like other races and have community meetings and like, we're gonna do this and we're gonna build it, like, it'd be crazy. But for some reason, and it's crazy as hell because for some reason, as soon as they said we was free, everybody went for self. It was like a mad dash for everybody to get down and fuck what we just went through.
Yeah. They forgot the whole program.
Like no bullshit.
Because we was better to each other when they had us in chains. We was a unified people. There was, you know what? You know when slavery wasn't no black on black crimes and shit like that? Because we didn't get a chance to get at each other like that. We had one common goal, one enemy. Then they showed us another enemy, the light-skinned dude inside. So we started, that was the first part of enviousness of as far as like black folks here. Now we looking at this dude. He's still one of ours, but we're looking at this nigga like, man, fuck him. Why he got to be in there? You know what I'm saying? And he's actually looking out at the window, enjoying his window space. You know what I'm saying? Looking
house nigga scum.
House nigga scum. And that's what started the whole situation.
House nigga scum.
For real though, it started a whole lot of the situation of us of that divide and conquer, that Willie Lynch syndrome shit. Now granted, to black people, there's been a lot of tampering with our shit. You know what I'm saying? Do we have to accept it and eat off every plate? Nah. a lot of stuff has been served to us, and we do sample these plates we don't need to eat off of. But you know what, like
in this day and time, like I don't even want to hear that shit no more either, because like it's been too many incidents that could have brought like people together. Way too many, and we missed the opportunity on a lot of them.
Yeah,
they just come and go. They just come and they go, and like, you know what I'm saying. And everybody's still out here for self. That's the whole thing,
right?
See,
too many people, just so much of the world. Honestly,
yeah, bro. See what it is. I mean, we say this all the time too. The whole way the conscious music died is because they start giving niggas money. They say, you know what? Because, you know, after Pac died, they was like, that was a close call.
Yeah.
That nigga almost had these motherfuckers ready to kill him.
He almost had him. Like, had him.
Good thing we didn't have to do nothing, you know what I'm saying? No bullshit, just like everybody. And I'll go back to that. But
stay there, though, for real, though, because you had me thinking about Public Enemy. See, we almost, they did back in the days, too, because Public Enemy and KRS-One, they actually had niggas wearing medallions on their chests with the Africa thing, kind of getting wise. And I'd be damned if some other music didn't come out and kind of erase all that shit right there and took it like, whoop, let's go this way.
But see, the reason I'm telling you that I'm really not like so much into the conspiracy theories is because I know exactly what the Bible say. And, bro, like, and this system had, bro, they got their hands, they had everything so much in control.
Right.
That they don't care what we know about them. But everything about them is out in the open.
Exactly.
Everything. We know they set black people up to be killed, set them up to go to jail. But, bruh, we know everything about them already. It is nothing they're hiding from us. They getting away with it. So, like, shit, we don't give a fuck what the niggas know about us. So that's why I'm like, they not wasting their time or even giving a damn what we know about them.
Right.
Because we've been knowing it.
It's blatant.
And just like everybody was saying, Tupac was a conspiracy theory. The government did it. If you don't know
that wasn't. What do you think about that, though?
If you don't know the story on that by now, then like you need to research it, because you know.
Yeah, it looked like it was. I always thought they would want to do that and shut him up because of the things that he could have potentially did, you know, politically, or took our people away. But as you do look at the story and look at
that was some more nigga shit.
That was some more nigga shit right there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just as far as listening to the people involved.
Yeah.
In the whole scenario, you know what I'm saying, from all the way around it. Yeah.
So it's like it's us. You know what I'm saying? It's us this keep falling short, and we gotta stop blaming them and look at us first. We already know they do shit. Okay, just fuck them for a minute.
Right.
Huddle up. What can we do to get our shit together so we can be prepared for when these niggas try to come at us again?
Oh my God.
But nobody does that.
Yeah.
Everybody just get what they get, go off on their own.
So materialistic and of the world. I wish people would take the time to wake up and just pray for each other.
Word.
You know?
Yeah.
Today on somebody had on Instagram, they had it was like 4 gazelles and it was chilling. Y'all might have seen this, and it was 2 gazelles was fighting each other. Mm-hmm. And then they horns is locked up, and remember that lion came out, the lion creeped up on them, and they said, we fighting with each other and don't even see the real enemy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it was so true, because that lion came up on them gazelles as they was fighting each other, and just straight, whoop, he went to dinner.
They were so dumbed down. A lot of us are just so dumbed down.
Yeah, you know.
Willing to read and
that's why I was, not to cut you off, but
it's fine.
That's why I'm glad when we had those young ladies in here last week.
Oh, man. Compton City's Kids Club.
From the Compton City Kids Club.
Dr. Fred K-Dub.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We had them and the level of maturity that they were speaking with.
Yes.
And, you know, just the time that the adults took out, you know, like to teach these girls, because they was all on the brink of like something terrible.
Suicide.
They was running with the wrong crowd.
Yeah.
They was like, they had bad attitudes. They was like, and I could see it talking to all of them. I could see like,
I used to work with at-risk youth in the J's for like 4 years.
Right.
So I get that. Oh man. Yes. Oh, very, very sad.
So the level of the level that I saw that they had those girls on after all that, after they told those stories, I was like, that just shows you that it can be done if you take time out to talk to your kids, man. Because,
listen.
You know what I mean? Because, like, if what we seeing today is the future, we ain't got no future.
Sign of the times.
That's real talk.
By the way, the escalation is of things, and you know, now what, conspiracy or not, the way that they do portray things and the way that the images they have us looking at, everything is crazy, and they want us to be turned up and just do this and do that kind of thing. You know, of course it's good to party and have a good time at different things, but the youth, that ain't just for you yet. Achieve some things and then have a good time, you know what I'm saying? Don't get your mind just so going off the wrong things and the wrong images, you know what I'm saying, first. And that's kind of the thing that parents miss a lot.
But you know what I realized though, what I realized when I did this whole thing with when I recently did this performance in New York with Dionne Warwick.
Word.
Oh wow.
Beautiful too, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? And what I realized that it has been a major miscommunication between the generations, like the older and younger generation as we go.
Yeah.
Just like, you know, you hear so much about the older generation and the newer generation beefing.
Right.
Like people don't know it was the same way for us when we came in the game. People was, you know, like what's this bullshit? These no niggas coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It was like that. You know, like with us and Snoop and all that. You know, this gangster rap. You know, they was like, you know what I'm saying? They was tripping on that. So, like, what I realized, like, bro, it's a big miscommunication between the genres because there's no respect taught.
Right, like their grandparents, like, you know, to respect your grandparents.
Right.
Don't you feel like there's a gap there with this generation that their grandparents are literally like 15 years younger than them? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just like
it is.
And it's like, you know, we don't like hip hop is the only music just like that though, if you think about it.
Yeah, it is. It really is. You know what I'm saying? The only one that has we do have the only music where we consistently called our women bitches. Before that there was none. Even them as sick as them punk rockers and rock and rollers and biting off heads of the bats and all that type of stuff like that. They didn't even go that far to call they females out of their name like that. You know what I'm saying? We the only ones who practiced that and, you know, kind of made it a thing to do.
Yeah.
You know, we got our stuff late. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to really explain it a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to take up for us because I'm a part of us, but we got our money late. We got our fame late, and when we got it all one time, we didn't know how to act with it. We thought, okay, let's just do it like this, you know. So other cultures had years of practicing and, you know, doing their thing and, you know, eating with 2 salad forks and all that type of shit. We didn't have that, you know. So, but even not to excuse that, we still also throughout all the times we still had gentlemen. It just depends if you want to grow up to be like Mr. Johnson or you want to grow up to be like that pimp right there. You know what I'm saying? We always choose our lanes of things that we want to do. Sometimes things are more shiny, so we want to be like that dude instead of Mr. Johnson on that damn farm. You know what I'm saying? I kind of want rolling this Cadillac.
And you know, like, man, it's like, it's just everybody want to. There's nothing wrong with like not going the fast route. Nothing wrong at all. You know what I'm saying? Like you always hear, we need more doctors and lawyers than rappers and athletes.
Right.
I think we got that field covered quite well. Matter of fact, we need to get some of these rappers about this motherfucker. Them niggas is taking it too much.
That's for real, G.
Like for real.
For real. Like off the radio.
You can say that twice, man. We need, you know what we do? We do have that. Look, the job for rappers is closed. What we do need now, the job that is open is my brother's keeper. That's the job that's vacant right now. You know what I'm saying? We need more brothers keepers. People that's going to look out for their brothers and, you know, try and rehabilitate them with sensitivity. You know what I'm saying? And restore them to back where they're supposed to be. Sometimes, you know what? Ask a little dude Do he even know how to open up a car door for a female? He'll probably think like, what the hell are you talking about?
Or why do I need to do that?
Why I got to do that? You know what I'm saying? You don't know that makes her safe first. Then you get in the car. You know what I'm saying? If you never heard it, that's what it... Just little things like that. But we can't learn those with our pops is in jail.
Right.
Or our pops is liking other niggas. Or our pops is
the gay
just gone. So our culture has been tampered with a whole lot. But just still not to even excuse that. It's just... As we know that, the real soldiers that, you know, can come forward, continue to do that, man. That's why we celebrating, you know what I'm saying, the life of Nipsey Hussle, because he was a dude that did that. You know, everything I've ever heard about him is golden. And the last couple of days, you know what I'm saying, since his passing, you know, that's all you get to hear about him is good things. And we want to just continue to shower him with those good things, him and his family.
Good.
I want to read something that I saw that he wrote, which just says, "Black man, you were never meant to be a savage or a thug. That mentality was taught to you by white men who despise your masculinity. You are a god by nature. You are strong and moral by nature. You are kind, respectable, and merciful by nature. You are a product of peace and righteousness. Don't take on the identity of a beast to just deny your identity as a god. Your royalty is in righteousness." And I think that is just so deep.
Yeah.
You know, like we are royalty. We are chosen. We are the chosen ones. And it's just, it goes way back. Like I look at this like Jacob's troubles. Like we are in like Jacob and Esau, you know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of the signs of the times. It's just like we really need to honor the commandments. Do what's right.
I feel you. We have lost our God. We have lost it's so many people on, I don't care which day you go to, give God time to, and I'm sure God don't care. No, a lot of people go on Sunday and that's cool. I go on Sunday, but
I honor the Sabbath.
I noticed that a lot of things, interruptions now. It's a lot of children's football games on Sunday. A lot of, because we kind of took it where we're like, you know what, I ain't going to church, that's too early, or the preacher's stealing the money. Hey, that is supposed to look like it's supposed to happen because they don't want you going. You got to look beyond that. Hey man, we done forgot our God.
We didn't forgot what day is really the Sabbath, though. I mean, really.
Sunday, but we'll say that for another show.
Yeah.
But whatever day that you do go, I know, you know what I'm saying, that's real, though. We have forgotten that.
No, for real, but the government has
Sabbath.
set it up to be that way, so it is on Sunday, but really it's, you know, Friday sundown to Saturday sundown.
And God gonna take it. God gonna be like, whatever day you give me, I'm gonna take that. You know what I'm saying? But what we have done is distracted ourselves, and people said, you know what, I ain't going to church no more because it's just it's too early, or it's I ain't gonna have my kids do what they forced me to go do.
But then again, you don't even need to be in church to pray and to learn the word and to be a better person.
Don't. But he always say, don't forsake to assemble together, because you may go feeling low, and the Lord Spirit may have me say something to you that's like, damn, I'm glad I did come to the house of the Lord today. You know what I'm saying? But what you're saying is right. You don't have to be there to pray or talk to the Lord. You talk to the Lord right now, anywhere.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, as black people, we start chasing more money and forgot about our God.
Man, what I want to say, what I want to say to the community, you know, that Nipsey inspires so much. If y'all listening, you know, just want to let y'all know, you know, this one hurts.
Yes,
it's a black eye to the game. Everybody is feeling it. Trust me. I know the whole industry is feeling it. The entire industry is feeling it. You know, but like we saying, you know, we got to take what he left, and we got to ride off his spirit.
Yeah.
And whoever is next in line, you know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna stand up and take his place. He left the blueprint. All you gotta do is step in his place, grind hard, and you know what I'm saying, and just, you know what I'm saying, just pick up the torch. And it ain't gotta be one person.
What about 10, people uniting? Like
it could be 10, 15, 20, 100, 200, 2,000 of y'all.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Pick it up.
We need another Black Wall Street, right?
For real, you know what I'm saying? And that's just not for LA. That's for
the world.
All over the world, because we are. There's a ghetto all over the world.
Exactly, and there are always dark-skinned people in those ghettos. We're mistreated.
So, y'all know what to do. What we got to do.
And that's what it is right there.
Yeah, man. You said what now?
No, I'm saying that's what it is right there.
Hold on, we got somebody on the.
Not yet. You know what I'm saying? About to. Yeah, he had that anyway.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah. We're gonna have Lil E call up.
Yes, sir.
Lil Eazy call up and have him. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
You know, drop his
Let's check it out real quick. That's how we do on Truth Talk. Call up niggas.
Catch him off guard. Nigga, you sleep, nigga?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Metro PCS tripping.
This nigga got Metro.
Getro.
Yeah, that's it. Getro.
She said,
What?
That ain't that.
I believe you know what to do.
Oh, shit.
That nigga say, hey, we try to get him on the line.
Yeah, we're going to try that one more time.
Yeah, man. I
y'all keep going on.
No, I thought he was picking up, man.
Yeah, he fizzing too. That was just the thing that was fizzing too. We got to do that again.
Get yourself together, man.
Oh, there you go right there.
Still going to cut all this.
There you go right there.
Lil E.
Lil Eazy, what's happening, man?
What's going down with you, bro?
Man, you on Truth Talk, man. With Krayzie Bone, the Bum, Keith G.
And
What's
Elisa.
good with you, baby?
How are you?
For sure. Hey, what's going down with you, OG?
Man, chilling, man. How you feeling?
Oh, pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Yeah, man. So it's crazy. It's crazy after this little incident, huh, man?
Oh yeah. Besides the common BS that we deal with in life, man. Yeah, I'm doing all right. But yeah, that is a little crazy. That was a touching situation.
Yeah, man. So like,
Yeah.
So like, what's your take on the whole situation, man?
You know, it's a sad one. It's a difficult one, and it's touchy. You feel what I'm saying? You know me, OG, since I was young.
Mm-hmm.
You being with my pops, you know what I mean, born and raised in it, and even you understanding when you was when you first came out here from St. Clair, you know what I mean, pops, you know, had you guys more, you know, he took you around, he showed you guys the ropes, but
yeah,
I know I remember knowing that you was at the house in Flatbush, Norwalk, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And people understand, you know, pops escalated and taught me, you escalated out your area, you know what I mean? When you want to get back to the community, a lot of us can do it from afar, you know what I mean? In this situation, I wish my homeboy would have did a lot of his things from afar, because the streets really, you know what I mean, really don't love nobody.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? This is the type of stuff that happens when we feel, this is where an incident of being too real, you know what I mean, shows every individuals that it could get you killed. And a lot of rappers is going through this, you know, thing. You know, a lot of rappers want to sit here and be too much to the street, or progress to being too hard, or, you know what I mean, and then not to sit there and put that on my homeboy. It's just the fact of he was a real dude. He was a real G. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the fact that sometimes we got to know how to escalate and excel away from our, you know, environment that we grew up in, that we learned a lot of ignorance. You know, me as a youngster, you know what I mean, I'm born and raised in my city, Compton, California, and then it's just I got the knowledge to know that there's still a lot of demons in those areas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we can't fight them all. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
As much as we try to do, we cannot fight all and every other demon. Only God could do that. You know what I'm saying? And, and that's what, you know, my point I'm trying to say is like a lot of times it don't take none from us to grow our community up and do right for our community and reach the kids and all that together. But we could do that from afar. You know what I'm saying? Don't be too accessible to the neighborhood, because of the fact of that's the same neighborhood we did a lot of dirt ourselves in. You feel what I'm saying?
But
you know what I mean?
And that's exactly what I was saying, because like I've been telling everybody, I'm like, what Nipsey was doing is what we all wanted to do. It's what we all want to do. We want to be there. We want to see us putting back into the hood, and we want to see everybody enjoying it, and we want to be hands on. But it's a damn shame that we can't do that.
Yeah, not at all. You know what I mean? Because they built this system for us for this to happen to us. They built this system in the inner cities for us to be against each other, us to not excel. So when we do excel, and we do spread our wings and be able to go. We can reach back and you can touch, but it's like we got to get up out of that city. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what they kept it for. You know what I mean? Just like we go with the Black Lives Matters. You see all those in inner city neighborhoods. You feel what I'm saying? So they themselves is not trying to help and protect us. We can preach to them as much as we want, but this is part of their plan for a long time before our generation. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, everything you're saying, Lil E, it hurts to hear, but it's truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hate that we can't go to our place and just stay there and, dig the first shovel or scoop of dirt and throw that out there and cut with them big ass scissors that how other people do in their communities and stuff like that. But what you're saying is realistically, it can't be too close sometime, man. And that's a damn shame.
It is a damn shame.
Yeah, because then it's gonna come with, you know what I mean? Because every neighborhood and every successful individual gonna come with some haters. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's what it is. And this situation is difficult because this hater happened to be somebody from his own turf. You feel what I mean? And
exactly.
it all goes back to the fact of it is just like, hey, that's just a part of our community where the truth will hurt you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? A lot of the situations I had in Compton, California, being who my father is, I tell people it's like, hey, I grew up as a kid and being in the street life and gang banging and all that, and understood as I got older as a man, it was so stupid. It was so retarded for me to do that. Why? Because a lot of these individuals that I have problems with didn't have no problems with me because of the fact of the love they had for my father. So then as I excelled and I understood that it was retarded for me to be fighting against my own people, the hate started coming from the individuals I just didn't deal with in my own area, my own neighborhood. And I'm like, that's real crazy. You feel what I'm saying? And just, the wisdom just kept coming on and coming on and coming on. And I was like, man, these dudes across the freeway or across the street or across the other side of Compton ain't got no issue with me. I got the issue with the individuals. Hey, this is a homeboy that I may take 4 or 5 on the road with me. And that 6th person I didn't take, he got some animosity towards that. You feel what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
And that was the crazy thing about it. So it's like, I dealt with all sorts of angles of the hatred, you know what I mean? So that was just taught me as far as, hey, when it's a certain situation that that the wind is not blowing your way, it's up and time to get up out of there. You know what I mean? I catch y'all next week. I catch y'all next month. I catch y'all the next go around. It just got to go because I got too much to sacrifice, you know what I mean, to sit here and be playing around with some dude or some ignorant little kid in the streets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of pushed the wind, and that's what I pray every time I wake up, like, man, like, the homie should have known, everybody know when a person with a bad rap come around, and we don't sit here and we trying to go by the street code, and we trying to sit here and keep it peaceful for everybody else, and as respectfully you could tell this individual, like, hey, it's no good around here, you feel what I'm saying? And it's like, once you get into a quarrel of that, like, hey, well, that's my cue to get up out of here for the day, you know what I mean? Let me come back next Sunday, let me come back next week.
Yeah, man, it's just the nature of the whole thing. It's just that even made it even more depressing.
Yeah, very much. You know what I mean? Being away, from your own neighborhood, and your enemies loved you. You know what I mean? Your different races loved you, and all that.
Real talk. That's what's crazy.
Behind, you know what I mean? Your own people, your own ones from your own turf. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what the difficult part about it is, and a little bit more hurtful part about it. It's like, man, you know what I mean? Of all things, you excel to get love from everybody else, but that one individual, you just didn't let chill around you, hang out with you.
Yeah.
Jules,
real talk, man. Yeah, man. That's just real talk, man. And we thank you for calling in, man, dropping, you know what I'm saying, like, dropping the knowledge on people, man, because,
Oh, yeah. We got to come together as a people, man. But
Unite.
You know what I mean? And to all the little up-and-coming rappers, man, you know what I mean? As much as you want to be thorough to your neighborhood and your street and all that, you know what I mean? Just, we went through the struggle of getting up out of there. Let's stay, let's go ahead and touch people from a distance of where we can. You always can get back to your community, but it's not embedded for us to sit here and stay grounded in that community, you know what I mean? Because, again, the people make it for us not to work, staying down into our own community. That's their plan to keep us against each other.
That's what's up.
Until we can excel as people, on a national level, then we can sit here and be as strong as we're supposed to be.
Real talk, man. Y'all, I hope y'all taking in all this knowledge, you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all taking all this in and just,
I want them to, man, because, I live this life, man. I live the street, been in jail, been doing all that, man, and it's sad to see the ones that excelled and the leaders. He was a great leader for the community of like South Central, all across the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was a knowledgeable individual. I learned a lot from. You feel what I'm saying? And being younger than me, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give that credit to him. You know what I mean? As being a true pioneer of what he was doing, and for him to lose his life. You know what I mean? I feel for his kids. You feel what I mean? I lost my father at a young age, so my prayers and blessings go to his children, his wife. You feel what I mean? His mother, his grandmother. You know what I mean? His family, so forth. You know what I mean? So that hurt. You know, that hurt, and that should be a wake up call for a lot of individuals.
Yeah, man. Real talk, man. Well, bro, thank you for calling in, man, sharing this with us, man, and you know what I'm saying. Let us know whatever new you got jumping off, man. Hit us up so we can get you on here, bro.
You already know it is. You already know this, man.
Yeah, we gotta have you.
I'll be calling you soon to go run these Cleveland Brown games, man.
oh yeah, you already know it. You already know it, bro. You already know it. It's going down.
Hey, by the way, Lil E, hey, you shining on that growing up hip hop too, man. I see you out there doing your thing, man. You looking real good out there, man. Yeah. Keep it up, soldier.
I appreciate that, brother. That's all love. I appreciate that. Yeah, they gonna bring me back, man, as a main cast for the next one, man. So I really appreciate that, man. This is coming in. I give all praise to God, bro.
Yeah, amen.
Yes, indeed. All love, bro. We get at you real soon, for sure.
All the time. You already know it, Gray.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, that was
nice.
That was the son of the late, great, legendary Eazy E.
Godfather,
gangster rap, all those titles he deserved. You know what I'm saying?
What a beautiful human being.
But man, just like we were saying earlier, like what he confirmed, we want to do so much. Like we all wanted to do that. At some point, and it is hard. When you them dudes that's really in the streets, and you coming from the hood into this rap game, it is a transition. I tell people this all the time. It's a hard transition because you so caught up in like, oh, we keeping it real for the city or the hood. You know what I'm saying? We putting the city or the hood on our back, and we about to nigga, we going to the top of the world. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, the older you get, and the more you go through and the more you experience, you start to see that entourage drop off, niggas drop little by little. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And it's the same in every story. It's the same in every entourage. Every nigga got the same story. That's why I don't understand why we can't break the damn cycle. Because every nigga got the same story. It's the same shit. It's like the chilling circuit they got us in. It's like they got us.
Say it again. The what?
Chilling.
It's the chilling circuit.
That's what they used to go on the tour with.
They got us, bro. It's like they got us programmed like to be inside this one little circle,
right?
And we don't go no further than that. Yeah, we're gonna get another caller on the phone. We're gonna get Trigger Treach, one of my favorite MCs from Naughty by Nature.
Let's call up Dirt. Let's call up New Jerusalem. Let's call up Dirty Jers and see what's happening.
What's going on with you, man?
What's hoodie with you?
They go a true soldier right there.
What's going on, man? Thank you for taking time out to holler at us, brother.
You already know, man.
It's
One tribe.
It's all love. What's going on down there in Jersey?
Man, same shit, different toilet.
All right.
Everybody hurt right now. You feel me?
Yeah, man. So tell me how people is taking it on the East Coast, down in New York and Jersey and all that.
Man, this is terrible, man. It ain't even just a hip hop thing. It's just everybody. A lot of people don't know Nipsey. He wasn't like in the front line on like the music and nominated for a Grammy and all that, but not really knowing like how deep he was in the community.
Yeah,
bringing Crips, Bloods, all gangs. Like he was a different class and a different cut. And that's what you want, like to be in your community for anything, somebody that stays in the community and do it. And you see how fearful it is now. It's like, homies don't even want to do nothing in the community because they feel like it's just that you're an easy target. No matter what you're doing good,
exactly.
It could be one hater. And now it's like, they teach the youth, like, don't even respect your elders.
Yeah.
Don't respect nobody that came before you. It's about you, and anybody else is non-factor. So it's like, I said, I got off the phone with Coolio, everything. We were shedding tears. Like if we grew up with Nipsey.
Yeah.
because it's a part of the hip hop community.
Real talk. I feel the same way.
He's a generation after us. That was like our nephew, like, you feel me? And it's like,
yeah.
It's like I'm back where I was at before. And people told me back, like, nobody care. You saying, yeah, you lost your soul, and when Pac and Big died, I did.
Yeah.
We got rich and famous, and you still could get murdered. Like, what are you teaching the youth? Like, no matter what you do, you nothing. You just a nigga that could get killed by your own kind.
Real talk.
And you, especially the ones that's doing something to bring everybody together, because the majority of people, they don't care unless they putting their own people in the box. They start caring when they got to go to a funeral. Nobody cares when it's somebody else. But with hip-hop gave everybody something to look forward to, like a dream, even if you could do it good or not.
Yeah.
Everybody can't be an athlete. Everybody can't be a great singer or anything, but hip-hop is a culture. Yeah. Whether you do music, whether you do DJing, whether you do art, whether you dance. And took out my nephew, man. And took out my homie Nipsey, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm sick of going through this. But it's like, when is it anybody gonna really give a fuck?
True.
When I seen y'all the other day, I'm telling y'all in the land. I'm in the front of heart. Anything go on out here, I step in front of anything and handle some shit, because I'm sick of losing us.
Real talk.
I'm sick of losing us, man. It's like, this is our culture, our everything, and we destroy ourselves.
Word, man.
And let the hate get close through social media and these half-ass bullshit-ass reality shows that showing grown-ass people fighting like kids. You just teach the kids to be savages.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah, man.
Real talk.
You teach the kids to be fucking savages, man. They wanted me to do love and hip-hop with my wife. I said, no, I'm doing couples therapy.
Exactly.
I'm going to do a show to fix it.
Talk to us.
Not nothing that way that in a few days you could be humping somebody else, and then I'm after somebody's neck, or somebody pull on my wife motherfucking hair. I'm at a reunion. I'm gonna tear the whole shit up.
For real.
But that sort of negativity, like, when is don't nobody care unless it's in their thing. It's like, man, it's like, I'm sick of this bullshit. Word up. But I'm out on the streets right the fuck now, and it's like, I'm letting I pray to God, let me take a motherfucker that take me. At least they found a nigga that murdered a rapper.
Man.
That's how you gotta feel right now. That's how I feel. You can't even go to the store with your kids without somebody shooting you after you take a picture with a kid and kill you. And that could be your kid. Savages.
Man. Fucked up images. I feel you, Treach.
Fucked up images, man. When it's a great culture, we great people. And it just make us look like savages, man. It make us look like we ain't got no respect for nothing. Like, we all just dogs. So then when shit happen out on the streets and anything else, anything get took out, it look like the regular now. They don't even look like, you be like, all right, well, it wasn't my homie, so what?
Yeah.
Not on my watch.
Yeah.
Not on my watch. We all family, man. Care what set, what gang, what anything you do in hip-hop, all that, man, this is our blessing. This is our gold mine. And we destroying it for each other to let some shit happen like that when somebody could think they could actually get that off and get away.
Yeah, real talk.
Hate these savages, man. I love my people, because everybody ain't savage. But we gonna stop this shit one way or the other, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We got to.
I'm not playing.
We got to.
I'm not playing.
That one thing you said right there with the love of our God, because see, love they think sounds soft. But love is something that's stronger than all of that bullshit. See, when we even three just said not goodbye, but see you later, when we was in Jersey, we hugged. We ain't shake no hands.
Yeah.
We hugged.
Before this even popped off, just on seeing my family. I want to make sure y'all home safe.
Yep.
Don't nobody give a fuck no more. Like these little ones, it's like it's all about them. I said, once I see y'all here for a few hours, smoke up, let's smoke. And call me when you get home. Let me know you home safe.
My man said, call when we land. I called you when we land. He said that part, bro.
That's love.
In the morning when I woke up, I said that part.
Bless us.
Real talk. Real talk.
This shit kills me, man. I'm straight down more. I'm blood. I'm from blood. Say everything, man. Nipsey Crip, man, that's my brother.
Mm-hmm.
That's my brother. Double R Mob. You feel me? Everybody know. That's my Crip brother, man. We colorblind. It ain't nothing with nothing, man. That's my brother. That's my little nephew. He's the next generation, man.
Real
ain't
talk.
no brother Crip shit or nothing, man. It's brothers and tribes. That shit hurt me, man, like I grew up with them. Like I grew up with them.
Yeah, man.
You feel me, man? You get rich and famous, yo, you still get murdered, yo. There's no way to get out the game. Is that what we teaching the youth? There's no way to get out the game?
Yeah.
That's what you teaching the youth. When my family come out here, Prince J come out, niggas robbing niggas for chains and slicing niggas. Like, all right, if you jack a nigga, you still want to hurt somebody. I'm mad disrespectful, dogs. It ain't going on. I'm gonna let y'all know right now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, any fucking time y'all keep disrespecting, it's on and popping. Fuck y'all niggas out here that y'all think y'all can motherfucking kill rappers, rob rappers, and do whatever the fuck y'all want. Y'all niggas see me everywhere. Cross country, worldwide. You little bitch ass niggas is disrespectful. Y'all gonna start putting clothes back. You don't come see me. I already made my peace with God, motherfuckers. I ain't scared of none of you bitches. Y'all some real disrespectful motherfuckers, man. Y'all think y'all could come out here and harm our culture and our people? Fuck y'all bitches. Any of you niggas want a problem, come see me.
Talk to him.
One more of my niggas and I got something to do with it. I go to jail for life. I hate y'all fucking haters. Put that on that, blood. Y'all niggas is mad disrespectful. Real niggas still exist. I'm done with this.
For real.
Trick or Treach, y'all.
Right?
Y'all hear
man, I feel
is,
his pain.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a real soldier right there.
And that's, you can just tell what kind of inspiration Nipsey put in people. Because here's a nigga from the East Coast.
Yep.
Blood, he say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it make him feel like, just like you said earlier, this is the first time you saw Bloods actually crying.
Yeah.
Over a Crip.
Yesterday was the first day. I'm 47 or something like that, 8 years old. I've been living in California all my life. I was born in Compton, Dominguez Valley Hospital. I've been seeing everything, all that kind of situation from here to there. I didn't grow up in Compton. I moved to West Covina. That's where I'm from. But everything is, when you're in California, it's California. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen Bloods cry over Crips or Crips cry over Bloods until yesterday. And that's the kind of impact that this man had right here. You know what I'm saying? So to unify different things like that and have that respect, that goes a whole long way right there. That means you're carrying yourself in a whole different light, in a whole different way to affect somebody that naturally should have like some Hatfields and McCoy shit, a born type of enemy thing where it subsedes that. You know what I'm saying? So my hat is off to this man.
Man, real talk. And, just want to say, like I always say, I was just saying this, like, but this is never going to get better until everybody stop and realize and look at themselves. That saying that it always starts with you, like, it sounds corny and cliche, but like, it's the truth. And you can't get over the truth. Like, you can't fix nobody, you can't fix nothing else until we look at ourselves. Then, once we look at ourselves, we look at each other as a whole. Then, once we get that in order, we can start to make progress and make steps. You know what I'm saying? But everybody has to be in harmony. It has to be unity. If everybody ain't unified with the same goal and the same mission, you know what I'm saying, to see better, to do better, to create better situations for us as a people, because damn, how long we gonna be the ones fucked up? How long you gonna ride through the ghetto and it look fucked up, and then 5 blocks later you in some nice luxurious shit that they always switch you when you drive your car through? Like, how long we gonna sit back and watch this bullshit? Like, fuck that,
man.
It's time for us to step up and like act like we give a damn, to want to be counted as, no, y'all gonna listen to what the fuck we saying, and we gonna show them. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that and then go riot and tear up our neighborhood the next week.
Yeah.
Or have 12 killings. We done killed 12 of our people for no reason whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a lot we got to start doing, man, because it's like we got a long way to go. Long way to go.
Yo, Treach just hit back. He say he ain't talk no more, but he say he love us triple fold. Anything, anytime. He got us covered.
It's all love.
Thank you.
Love you, bro.
Love you.
It's all love. Thank you for calling in, man, you know, and sharing that passion that you got.
And that's way on the, that's as far, I think New York and Jersey is as far as you can get from California. They're both on the furthest things right there. And all the things that California and the other places went through and things like that, and to have that kind of love. When I seen the visuals in New York yesterday, that let me know the impact of things. Ain't nobody having no, it ain't about no colors, it ain't about no this and that. That shit went a whole nother way. And that's just God. Hey, we better look out for some things, because I'm telling you, earthquakes, tornadoes, things is happening, man. God is making a move. No matter, I'm not trying to sell nothing.
It's not coincidence.
Take heed to the things that's going on.
It's prophecy.
Hey, repent, for the kingdom of God is at hand. That's Amen. The same thing John the Baptist was saying. Repent, for the kingdom of God is at hand.
Yep.
And man, one thing I want to say is, man, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Say it though, G. It's gonna be something magnificent. I know.
I'm gonna think of it in a minute, but yeah, no. I just hold on. What was it? It was just like to the point of where oh my God,
it's coming.
You're gonna have to cut this and edit it.
It's all G.
Still hook me up, cause I'm fucking up, huh? No, we good on that. Like, yeah, but no, man. What I just want to say is just like my man was saying, you know, we all come from the hood, and once we make it, we so overwhelmed and so happy that we made it that like we genuinely want to give back. Well, most of us, some niggas get out and be straight suckers, but you know what I'm saying? We genuinely want to share it, and like if shit like this keep happening, we just gonna have less and less and less dudes trying to go back and help their people, because our people is making it hard for us to help them. We had to wait our turn. You need to wait your turn. We work for ours. You need to work for yours. The way we got it, you could get it. Determination is what we had. Determination is what you need. Like real talk, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, like to the celebrities that want to do the same thing Nipsey Hussle did, to all the real niggas that's gonna do that. This has to serve as some kind of lesson. Like I said, Nipsey didn't live long enough to understand and like see everything and see everything around him and understand, okay, these niggas need to go. I need to get rid of this because it's, you know, it's a liability. It's costing me too much money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Over time, he was such a visionary. He would have saw it in no time. He would have figured it out. But it's just, you know, how it all played out. He didn't get that opportunity. But I'm telling y'all from experience, we did.
Yeah.
We did. You know what I'm saying? And like, if we didn't make the moves we made, you know what I'm saying, like making the moves and going to different places and spreading out. Cleveland is not that big.
Right.
You can run into your enemy as soon as you go through the alley, and it's a shootout. Bam, 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 bam. It's just like that. You know what I'm saying? Wild, Wild West. Like, no lie. Look at the next 48. The first 48. starring Cleveland.
I was about to say that if it ain't Detroit, it's Cleveland on that or Chicago.
You know what I'm saying? So like we understand, and like we want to represent the hood so much because that's what made us. That's when we had all those good times, all those fucked up times. You know what I'm saying? Where we met the realest people. You know what I'm saying? Because in the hood, when you ask somebody, "Yo, man, how your day going?" You know, no motherfucker be like, "Oh, I'm good." In the hood, they be like, "Man, shit is fucked up." You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking bill collectors on my ass. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Really,
they keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like that's why we want to represent it so much because it reminds us of where we come from. But we have to remember that the streets in the hood,
grimy,
don't love us. The streets don't love nobody. The game don't love nobody. The game got so many niggas and bitches. It don't love nobody.
Man,
it don't love nobody. The game is a prostitute, a nasty one too.
Yeah,
filthy. You better believe it. You know what I'm saying? So we don't need to be trying to go so hard to show how, you know, and not saying that Nipsey was doing this. I'm just saying we don't need to be going so hard to show motherfuckers that, because in these days and times we can't is what I'm saying. We want to, but we can't. And I hope everybody is just going, learn from this and just take more precaution. Take more precaution. We can still do for our people. We just got to be careful how we do it and, who we have in our circle.
That's real as jail talk.
I thank Lil Eazy for calling in, giving his input.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Being somebody that's amongst his generation. Thanks to Chicken Trash. I heard how he felt.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And we thank y'all for listening to another episode of Truth Talks. We thank you for being
Thanks for having me. This was great.
Co-host this evening, you know what I'm saying? And we look to catch y'all on another episode, man. Until then, the truth is always talking. You just gotta listen. You know what it is. Peace.
Peace.
You fucked up my outro.
It was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rap last time that I checked. They was selling zones in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect. Then the power and the hoes come next last time that I checked. I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'm a killer.
Yeah.
Playing no games with you niggas, pop plus.
Dude, just gotta
get it all that good show, y'all.
Good show. Thanks for having me, you guys. God, I got so emotional.
I wish I could have hugged Treach right now.
Man, right?
Oh, right there, like, man.
So heartbreaking.
That was great. That was wonderful.
Shit. Even thinking, I actually feel a little shit.
Yeah, bro. Like, people need to feel that, though. Like, for real, they need to feel that emotion, bro, because this shit was senseless as fuck. That nigga... There's no way this nigga should be dead right now, bro.
Right.
No fucking way.
Where was his security? Like, no one fired fucking back? I just can't imagine you giving back to the hood. In your, you know how the hood is. Where was his protection? Where was his securody?
Yeah, shit is
he was so
None
good.
None of his homies were like, able to...
He was so good, like, you know what I'm saying? He was kind of... not even like a movie or nothing like that, but like, when Godfather had got shot at the time, I don't know if y'all seen Godfather Part 2. Fredo was with him, but Godfather kind of was, comfortable in his neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like, this is my hood. Who the fuck gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? You get to that kind of point where you're doing what you do and you is like, Robin Hood in there. And then, some shit happened like that. He just felt comfortable, as you should feel in your neighborhood, and that he's just a victim of that. Just this one mark made it, try to make shit go a progression back, and promoting fear. That's pretty much what this thing is to do, to promote fear, to be that kind of way. But fuck all that. I know the way he died seems senseless, but the impact he left is like, damn, he did a lot of things. Even this supersedes his music, man. Because I only know a couple of songs. I don't know no bunch of songs, but I know more about what he did. Mm-hmm. And now I'm going to even learn more about that. So it's going to be a lot of kids with this attitude that he had, to keep coming up. So that's what I hope for.
Yeah.
And I'm glad these legends right here is alive.
That he's
speaking the shit he talk about and the people that he know and the camaraderie and all that kind of shit. So they're going to continue to push the issue for these things, whether it's a conspiracy theory or not. Cause we talk a gang of shit on these shows about fucking Illuminati and whoever the fuck else. We not scared. We be like the black van gonna come get us. We say that on our thing. Cause we know they gonna come get us. Cause we talking some shit.
Man.
So that shit's gonna still continue to get pushed. Love is gonna continue to get pushed.
Yeah,
and everything.
And they ain't really giving a fuck about what we say, bro. Because when they make the push on everybody, they making the push on everybody.
Yeah, they is.
And if you ain't with if you ain't with their agenda, they don't give a fuck about none of that shit. They like, you can know what you want right now. We don't. They got a firm hold on their part, bro. They part of prophecy.
Yeah.
So
so true.
So you're not stopping them.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I be trying to tell people.
It's going to happen.
Y'all out here rioting and rallying and shit.
Right.
You're not going to change the fucking government.
You're not going to change what is already prophesized.
Until God removes them.
They're going to be in power for a while. He even says that they're going to be in power for a short time.
And thrown in jail for nothing.
They're going to be in power for a short time, it says. You know what I'm saying? And how short that time is on God because he don't wear no watch. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna make sure that things are straight for us, but they're gonna be in power for a short time. That's why shit's uneven, and we can't scream out, "Oh, this shit's it's fucking uneven." It's supposed to be. It's gonna be like that, like my man said.
Yeah.
This shit is crazy, but it's really actually some it's some weird shit going on.
Isn't it?
You definitely need another drink.
Rice.
Yeah.
Y frijoles.
Yeah, man. Call this dude and get the fuck out of here.
Thanks for coming, Walla.
Thanks for having me. You guys are awesome.
Thank you, man.
Glad y'all came, man. Shit.
Man, shit, what do? I was holding 5 minutes.
Oh shit. What's it? Let me call this thing up real quick.
Wow.
Last time that I checked.
Still, you supposed to cut this a long time ago, man. Just letting you know.
Oh yeah, hey, shit. We still, still. This don't go apart. This ain't a part of the shit. Hey, what up, G? We up in the, we ready to shit. We don't know what we doing. I done took one of these telephones out of here. No, we hit the door ready to go. Oh, there you go. Thanks, man. My partner, man. Thank you, G. This was a good little shizzo.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much.